DocMas
Oh my god.
residents, and welcome to the Dr. DC
Dr. D. Ho.
Hochter DC's pod.
Podmas.
That's right. It's DocMas episode 4.
That's right, baby.
That's for 4.
Listen, it's DocMas VIII, DiceMas, Final DocMas, Christmas on Infinite DocMas.
That's right.
And it's the fourth part
Yeah.
of it.
It's the 4th episode.
Yeah, we've nailed it this year.
At least I stopped doing it's the first day of the
Yeah.
It's even written on here. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I mean, going off script's dangerous for you.
It is true, but I can go off it if I'm not doing something. It's worse if I'm going off script and trying to still do it.
Sure, understood. Yeah.
It's a whole different thing.
Sure. Yeah.
Of course, we are rolling the dice every episode and dealing with its consequences.
I think we both finished our drinks from last time.
That's right. We both opened Caesars.
So we both opened Caesars, so that's what we've got rocking.
I had a moment just a second ago where I was like, switching different alcohols is a dangerous move,
right?
Just to make yourself feel bad. And then so I was like, I just finished a rum and eggnog, and so I'm like,
should I just have another?
Well, that's the thing. And I was like, but then I'm doing dairy to myself, and I'm like, is that what I really want to be doing?
And that's the fucking and that's what DocMas is all about. Catch 22.
Yeah. You think it's
a real prisoner's dilemma.
It's a real trolley car.
Yeah.
And I chose to go kill one person, so I got a Caesar because I'm like, I've already had that.
Yeah.
It's technically. The Caesar year was one of our
best.
But
both of us also have more or less a full Caesar tucked
waiting
aside
for us
for the final episode. So that's coming.
Yeah. So it's all doom and gloom. And to continue that, why don't we open up the app?
Yeah. It's dice time. This is your roll first.
Sure.
Here we go. My fingers are too fat. 8.
Oh, Phantom Zone.
Oh
no.
You've got a second Caesar tucked aside, baby.
Fuck.
So for those keeping track at home, Richard has 2 full Caesars to have in the final episode.
Fuck.
Oh, that's incredible. Tuck it aside. Get yourself something new.
Yeah, fuck. Okay, fuck.
Yeah, I'll vamp while he's doing that. So... yeah, so right now, Richard has 2 Caesars for the final episode.
Yep.
I have 1 Caesar for the final episode, in addition to, my whatever I've got ongoing here. We've both had a rum and eggnog. I think we're more or less on pace. You've had some coffee, which I have not had, but otherwise I think we're actually we've had about the same as each other thus far. So Richard,
fuck! I just forgot we had coffee.
Set a Caesar aside and grabbed another Caesar.
Yeah.
So,
in for a penny.
That's what we've got. You don't have to. You can exercise martial restraint, Richard.
I'm going to.
Okay. All right. So there you go.
That's what could get food.
God,
fuck!
This is going to be such a good final episode. I'm so excited. I'm so happy about this.
All right.
Here we go. My turn to roll. Let's see what we get here. 11.
It's also the weirdest way for a thing to roll.
It's not how anything rolls.
It looks like it's just being dangled by a string or something.
Like a cat toy.
The Judas contract.
It's the Judas contract. So I get to...
Yes.
Hang on, let me read it again. So I choose a new item for you to consider. Put your current item at the end of the day. So Richard is now up to 3 Caesars for the end.
Fuck! Can you order some nuggets?
Okay. I will get nuggets for you. Now this is episode 4, so you'll have to eat 4 nuggets when they arrive, which I assume will not be during this episode. But I'm gonna order nuggets right now. So just for now, that's your item. So you don't have to grab something else right now. And when the nugs get here, 4 nuggets is your item. So
well, I know you can't order 4. So
well, you can, but I won't. What do you think? I should have just ordered 20?
Sure.
Yeah. 20 nuggets? Yeah, let's do this. Okay, here we go.
Hell yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, let's get 20 nuggets.
I hate this.
They are on the way. So, yeah, that'll be your item. You have 3 Caesars waiting for you for the final episode.
God damn it. Okay.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Let me see that again. The thing. No, hang on. We did that backwards. Judas Contract was my role. You have to pick something for me.
Oh.
The nuggets are still on their way.
Well.
But no. So you can have your Caesar back.
Oh, thank God.
And then you need to pick something for me. We did it backwards.
Oh, whoops.
And I'm a man of integrity, and I cleared this up, and I want you to remember that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean right now you want me to remember it?
So I have now 2 Caesars. You have 2 Caesars waiting for you?
I have 2 Caesars.
I have 2
Yes,
Caesars
okay.
waiting.
Yeah.
But now you pick a new thing for me.
Okay, sure. I'm going to make you eat chicken nuggets.
Okay. Well, the nuggets are on their way. When they get here, my item will be 4 nuggets.
Yeah. I'm like, this is fair.
So
I'm going to go get my drink.
Here, can you put mine with my other one that's on that little shelf?
Which shelf?
There's like the mini shelf at the back, like the half kind of shelf.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's where my other Caesar is, yeah. So as you can tell, this is up to the usual standard of quality and preparation as previous DocMases. We're doing great. Richard, I could just see the weight lift off him when he realized there weren't 3 Caesars waiting for him already. So it's going pretty well.
Okay. And with that, we will get into the questions for this week's episode, or today's episode.
Yes.
That's right. All right. We are in DocMas 4.
Yeah.
And the first question comes to us from Facebook.
Going to the face in the book, going to the Facebook. Chicken Maddie.
Once again.
Oh my God.
Matthew Poulter, who asks, what DC characters would you cast in a remake of the comedy classic Eurotrip?
It's tough because I don't remember many of the characters.
Seth
Eurotrip.
Tom Green.
That's Eurotrip? Eurotrip's not the one that starts with Scotty Doesn't Know?
Yeah, isn't that with Tom Green?
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, yeah, maybe. Is he the Miscusi guy?
Hold on.
The Miscusi guy is in Eurotrip.
So, no, it's maybe it's not. It's Scott Meklowitz,
right?
Michelle Trachtenberg,
right?
Which I have no feelings about. Jacob Pitts,
right.
Jessica Bowers, Matthew Damon for some reason, Kristen Kruick, Travis Wester from Ghostfacers.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Lucy Lawless and Fred Armisen.
Right. Fred Armisen is the Miscusi guy.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to go off vibes here. Whoever is playing Scott has to be the biggest cuck in the DC universe. Who's the biggest?
Not in the Supernatural universe.
He's got to be it can't be Lester. Who's the biggest cuck in the DC universe? Who keeps getting like cheated on? Let's throw Kite Man in there.
Sure.
Let's make it Kite Man.
Sure.
Kite Man doesn't. No.
Oh.
Poison Ivy and me.
That's good.
So does that mean Harley is Matt Damon?
Or you could do maybe Barry. He's constantly got problems with IRS.
Oh, yeah, not like that.
No, but.
So sorry, you want Barry Allen to be the main character?
Yeah.
Iris is up on stage.
Yes.
Nope.
Booster Gold and me.
Yeah. That's better than what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
Don't judge me. I was going to say Grodd.
Oh my God.
I know. I wasn't thinking about.
But what?
I wasn't thinking about the bestiality of it.
But what?
Grodd was. I just thought it'd be funny to have Grodd.
Also, wait, hold on, because we were doing it that we were saying that it was. In my head, I was doing it that Poison Ivy was singing the song, but
no.
That Iris was singing the song, so it wouldn't be Booster Gold and me. It would be would be
Iris West and me.
Yes, okay,
yeah.
And it's okay. I get it. Okay,
yeah,
yes. Guy Gardner is his best friend.
Sure, yeah, that's a good for a road trip,
right?
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I think Miss Scoozy guy. Yeah, it's got to be like a. It's got to be like a someone that creeps people at like codpiece or like
Metallo?
Beard hunter. It's got to be someone that creeps people out. I think.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it would be
someone like weird and like ugh. That guy.
codpiece is good. Yeah. I like that. And the soccer hooligans are the rogues.
Absolutely, 100%. They're the rogues. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Pretty good.
Hell yeah.
For like a movie neither of us have seen in 25 years.
Truly.
Yeah.
All right. Next question comes from Blue Sky.
Hey there, Mr. Blue Sky.
From
That
Dave.
sounded like you were losing batteries.
Dave Rossi
All right.
asks, O'Shaughnessy's or Big Belly Burger?
Two big fictional fast food chains.
Right.
Or fast casual. You know.
Sure.
I think O'Shaughnessy's, my recollection of it is distinctly Irish themed while still being basically fast food.
Yeah.
Maybe that puts it more like a Wendy's where you could get a baked potato. I'm remembering a panel that shows O'Shaughnessy's, and in the window it had a potato mascot. Like it was like shamrocks and a potato.
I love that.
You know, like, so I think that maybe makes O'Shaughnessy's like a Wendy's.
Ooh.
And then I think Big Belly Burger is more like getting like In and Out.
Yeah.
Or something like that, you know?
Then I'm going O'Shaughnessy's.
I do love Wendy's. It makes me an old person. It's old person fast food. I think O'Shaughnessy's is old person fast food.
Yeah.
And then Big Belly Burger is like what the kids get.
Here, I'll help you decide.
I want it Animal Man style.
Which place would you stand outside of before they open and slam on the doors to get inside? At like, I don't know, like 11 o'clock or something.
It's obviously
O'Shaughnessy's, yeah.
Which it never happened.
No?
Not at 11. It was at 10:30.
Oh, yeah, no, or more chill time.
Yeah, more chill time to want a Baconator.
Yeah, Wendy's famously doesn't have breakfast food.
It was like, it's 10:23. How am I supposed to get a Baconator?
All right, let's leave Blue Sky.
Fuck, it's so fucked.
And head over to Instagram.
Now we're going to Instagram.
Yeah. First question comes from Liam K. Willis, who asks,
Queequum questions.
you can't make fun of me and do that.
Yeah, I think I'm on the right side of history here.
Superman is such a good character because of his juxtaposition of being a god but embracing his humanity. Black Adam's is almost the exact opposite. Why do you think this isn't touched on more?
I mean, I don't think it's not touched on more. It's maybe not touched on that explicitly.
Sure.
But I think it's plenty touched. Like the idea of like how he views things. And like Black Adam, you know, in his moments of rage and stuff is obviously cruel. But even like regular bad Black Adam he's not necessarily like mustache twirly evil. You know what I mean?
Sure.
He's evil in that he has a blatant disregard for mortal life and things like that. But that comes from it's a perspective problem.
Mm-hmm.
Like the line I always come back to is, I don't know if it was in the comic or not, but it's definitely in the animated, that Superman Shazam First Thunder that we watched.
Yeah.
In that one where he's like, do you like weep when you step on an ant?
Tell me, do you weep?
He just has this line that's like, yeah, you know, like, is it evil to kill an ant?
Sure.
When you do it? That's what these things are to me. And I find that like that's an interesting, like from a narrative perspective, that's an interesting way to go about it, because you go like, from our perspective, you're like, yeah, it's evil, it's bad. And then you kind of go like,
sure.
Technically, we all have kind of arbitrary lines of where things matter and where things don't, which is a great way to pit him and Superman against each other, you know? But, you know, The problem I think with that is that as Black Adam has been used more and more, and as we've tried to make him a more 3-dimensional character, he actually does have to explore his humanity. So he's not really the opposite of Superman in the way that's being described in the question, where one is like, now I'm a god. Like even Black Adam is like, he wanted a family. He wanted stuff like that. Like when he meets Adriana and Amon and stuff, like they become part of his family. That is humanizing. Like he's on the same trajectory as Superman, just with way more fits and starts, and he's not as far along the path, and he may never get there or whatever. So they're not moving in opposite directions. They're moving in the same direction at different rates and to different levels of success.
Is there any Kryptonians that have shown up that are like showing up as children, growing up, and then becoming evil?
Closest you might get, well, it's not quite like that, but you might like Lorzod.
Sure.
Is maybe the closest.
Because I'm like, the problem with Zod is that like he shows up and already has like, he's already bad and he's already like well trained and
Lorzod is slightly unfair because that's not totally how that is with that character, but that's
because it's hard to make a parallel unless you like they have similar.
In DC, there's no real Brightburn. And you're right. Yeah, it is tricky that way. I mean, here's the other thing though. Depending on the continuity or whatever, Clark also sort of grows up believing that he's human too. So again, like both him and Teth Adam start from the same place too.
Sure.
Now, Teth Adams' like family was like they have different circumstances, but they both like start human, basically gain powers over time, sort of thing. But yeah.
All right, with that, let's leave Instagram and head on over to the Doc Scored.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on.
No, of course. I'm ready.
Ho, 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 ho. Doc Scored is so weird. I don't know what Christmas is, but Doc Scored time is here.
Sure. Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to find a new song, man.
It's good. I appreciate you.
What's your fucking... I try to like do new things. I try to discover. You're so anti-discovery. It's really stifling you creatively, I would say.
I'm glad that a statement I made hasn't stuck with you.
I'm fine.
First question for the
No one's upset.
From the Doc Scored, which devil sorcerer asks, do the emotional spectrum cores ever delve into the positives and negatives of their color, like the 7 sins and virtues? Are there stories where red balances wrath and justice, or green balances fortitude and pride, etc.?
I mean, kind of like the last question, I would say maybe not explicitly.
Sure.
Where they go, oh, well, there's good purple and bad purple, and there's, like...
Yeah. But
they do tackle those ideas. So, we've talked about it before, like the Star Sapphire core, that's the violet lanterns, that's love, right? That's that emotional spectrum power. But their emotional entity is a thing called the Predator, which is like which was Jeff Johns reclaiming a thing from like the Silver Age and whatever of Green Lantern.
Sure.
But that one specifically, and the Star Sapphires are like pretty closed off and quick to temper and
sure.
The Predator has like a possessive kind of thing, There's a thing with the emotional spectrum where the further from the center you get, the more extreme the emotion is, but also the more that the emotion controls you versus the other way around.
Sure.
Like in the Greens, they're like, you got great willpower. Here's a ring. Do whatever you want. And they're like, great, I'll do whatever I want. But think of like Red Lanterns.
Oh, sure.
Think of, like, and the Star Sapphires are both like, the emotion's too big and it sort of consumes them, controls them. And so you do get these things where it's like, yeah, it's love, but like, then we have this other side of it, about like possessiveness and, jealousy and like these kind of pieces. I would argue that for the Greens, you've got a perfect example of pride in Sinestro. Who believes like, I'm the greatest Green Lantern. Why wouldn't we do that? Like, my people deserve to have a Green Lantern dictator. Like, isn't that good for
Sure,
them?
yeah, yeah.
The pride thing, I think, is a big Sinestro piece. I do think those things are in there. It's not quite how the question's framing it, but like even Larfleeze, the Orange Lantern, which is greed. He hoards all these things, but like, let's think about Larfleeze as a character, like a deeply lonely character.
Yeah.
That maybe can only find comfort in things because of, everything they've done, everything that's like led their life the way it's gone has left them like basically totally alone. Like, I do think there are things to explore. The Sinestro Corps is one where, you let Parallax in a moment of fear, personal fear. That's when Parallax can possess you.
Sure.
But
the
Sinestro Corps are chosen for their ability to instill fear. Not necessarily for being afraid. It's the thing that I wish they didn't fucking bail on, which was putting Jessica Cruz in the Yellow Lanterns. We'd be like, okay, now we're flipping it around again. We're like, this is a person who has deep fear, not instills it in others.
Sure, yeah.
And I wanted to explore that. Like, I think the avenues for those kind of like, here's one way to look at it or another way, are out there. In the Red Lanterns series where Guy leads the Red Lanterns, it's one of like the few times where I'm like, I kind of dig this Guy Gardner book. They're trying to channel a sort of like righteous rage, a kind of like a justice for things instead of just the wanton violence and rage of Atrocitus. So
Totally.
That sort of thing totally exists. Now, excuse me for a second. My nugs are here.
Well, that's fine because that was the last question. And we would love to hear from you residents in the new year, which means that if you want to send us a question for a future episode, you can do it through our social media platforms by going to Dr. DC, anywhere that you can find us online, and you can ask a question or talk to us, or you can subscribe to our Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/Dr. DC and subscribe to the $1, $5, $7 levels, you can also ask questions on our Discord, the DocScord. Or in the $5 level, you can then get an additional episode of the podcast every single week about lots of different stuff. Sometimes it's DC, but sometimes, most of the time, it has nothing to do with that at all. But on the $7 level, then you get even more content in that golden age subscriber
I'm going to
level.
do this in this episode.
Cool. You get a bunch more extra content, including all of these mini-series that the Doctor is doing, sometimes with friends, right now with family.
That's right.
Dr. DC Sr. is
number 4.
If you like what we do over here, you're going to like what we do over on our other podcast.
Ghostface
is a supernatural rewatch podcast where we're going through every single episode and all of the seasons of CW's Supernatural. We are into season 10. We're at the end of season 10. So if you want to jump in now, you might want to go back to the beginning.
Baby.
That is it for this week.
I've had 4 nuggets. I did it.
You did it.
Adios.
Woohoo. Ciao. Ciao. That's
Come on.
Fuck.
All the superheroes, they always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure, they are men of might.